America has lived through many a cold and dark night, when the cupped hands of prayer were our only shield against the extinction of courage. Though that flame has flickered from time to time, it burns brightest when we are willing.
Ronald Reagan penned those words in his 1986 presidential proclamation, and they are just as true today as they were back then.
Since the original 13 colonies, the leadership of this great nation have always considered prayer to be a great privilege.
We can make the true meaning of prayer much more important in the lives of all of our children. That power is very much open to us.
We believe that the Almighty hears our prayers and answers those who seek Him.
The story of the National Day of Prayer begins in earnest 70 years ago.
70 years?
That's right. On February 3rd, 1952, the young fiery preacher stood atop the steps of America's Capitol and challenged our leaders to pray.
I ask the United States Senate and Congress to request the President, once again in our hour of crisis, when we stand on the abyss of national destruction and catastrophe, to call our people to prayer.
And that fire still burns on today, stronger and with just as much passion.
Shortly after, President Truman signed the National Day of Prayer into law.
We join in offering our thanks to the Providence which has guided and sustained us.
I, Harry S. Truman, President of the United States of America, do hereby appoint a day of prayer.
But this would not have been possible without the tireless efforts of a group of dedicated believers who championed the cause with Congress to amend the law.
Since 1988, when founding chairwoman Vonette Bright stood beside President Ronald Reagan as he signed the amendment into law,
we have seen faithful leaders from all walks of life humbly lead the charge to mobilize America in biblically unified prayer.
to encourage and equip believers all across America to fill heaven with rich prayers for our nation and each other. We are the now generation.
And we're calling all Americans to stand together,
United.
as we set aside time to pray in humility, with fasting and thanksgiving, for the beauty and wonder of this great land, and lift our hearts and voices to the Lord.
And Lord, we ask that you grant our government leaders the wisdom they need to act with integrity, and bless our military with divine protection, courage, and dependence on you.
And Lord, we ask that you would strengthen your people who are in the media, and that you would restore character and ethics to those who produce content.
God, make my school safe.
We're inviting you to become a part of this rich history. Help us mobilize our efforts by continuing the wonderful tradition of publicly praying in America, the first Thursday in May.
Throughout America's wonderful history, prayer has been woven into the fabric of our nation, and the Lord has been our strength, our refuge, and our source. Jesus is the liberty that sets captives free to live and love God with the destiny that He alone has designated for each of us, individually and as a country. And as a nation, Lord, we humbly ask you to pour out your love, life, and liberty.